What is up? This is Antonio with cards. And you have, what's your name?
Zade. Zade Slater. You can find me on YouTube also, actually. Just search that name.
Yeah, what'd you do today?
First place at your hobby place locals with Alistair. With Alistair, what's it called?
Eldlich?
Yeah. I spaced. But,
it's been a long day, right? Long event. Yeah, day 2.
Grueling 5 rounds.
Yeah, so let's get on with the deck profile.
Alright, to start, 6 Alistair and 2 Invocation. This card's really sick in this deck because you get to send it to the graveyard for the for Eldlich.
Oh yeah, Eldlich.
And then also I sided the second one of this out every single game 2 and 3. I don't really think in this list that you need a second one. And then for the Eldlich cards, 2 Golden Lord, 3 of the spell. For the Golden Lands, 3 of each, and then for the Eldlixirs, 5.
So quick questions here. You think for 3 Helqueros good?
Today at locals in particular, this was the better one. I played against look, this was really sick in the mirror match. I played against the mirror match, but he was playing a Dogmatica build of it. And then the Conquistador was better against the Tri-Brigade, and I played 2 Tri-Brigade today. So, like, each card came up a lot, and also in grind games, you just want names. That's why I played these guys. Because these are just extra names, so your deck never runs out of gas.
Was there a time where you lost? Did anyone ever banish your 2 wards?
1 got banished in the mirror match, but I banished both of his in the game 1. Like, the mirror match, it's kind of like a who banishes lords first, unless you kill him before that.
It's scary.
But, so these cards for that engine. Next, the hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 2 Bell, and 2 Imperm. These 5 hit like all the same cards. Obviously, they're basically the same card. But this one, you get to kill them with the Healthy Fibrex combo into Selene and an access code, and then Ash you have to play 3 of. I only had 2 Imperm, by the way. I might have played a 3rd if I had it, but I was borrowing them. The whole deck's borrowed, every single card.
That's a flex.
But Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion I played 2 of. I side the 3rd. This card's kind of crazy, and it's a zombie, which is important.
Because these being zombies, it's kind of weird for because it's hard to play around Ice Dragons. That's what happened with my matchup versus Trenton.
This card stops that, hopefully.
Yeah, but like if these are engraved, it kind of like conflicts though, because like you try to play around like having a zombie engraved.
I got lucky that never happened to me, I guess, because I think Trenton also is the only person I played against that played the Ice Dragon Prison, and these being zombies came up in a good way for me more often than not because you summon them from the deck.
Oh yeah, and then you can make Selene.
Yeah, you summon them with these to make the Healthy Fibrex into Selene.
That's pretty spicy.
So they're like very nice extenders a lot of the time. And if you open all traps and you set all your traps, and then on your next turn you like have one of the vanilla traps, you can just normal summon any of these and do full combo also. Really reminiscent of when the deck used to play the Junk Synchron and the Quick Draws and would just combo that way. And then actual traps, 3 Torrential, 3 Strike. These are the best going second traps, and they're just like insane. In tandem, it's an FTK against any board, first or second. And like solo, they're both like really good on their own. And that's the main deck. I think it was 40 flat. And then
I didn't see Souls. You don't play Souls?
No, I didn't have them. I thought about playing them, but the guy I borrowed this from, shout out David Yang, he's the goat.
He's playing Dark Magician.
Yeah, he played the one day he played Dark Magician. He had the Souls, so I couldn't get him. But I got to borrow every other card, so I don't care. And then extra deck, we've got shout out Mike Wilson for his Field Center.
He's right there.
We got the Almirage and the Gardena for Alistair so that you can make either of the guys. More often than not, my Alistair got hand trapped and I summoned this just as a 1,000 attack beater. So that's neat. But 2 Mechabuzz, I had to give one of them back, so we got a Fates Reversal here to proxy it.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, basically. And then 1 Raijin never came up.
So one Pokemon card in the Magic.
I don't know what game I was playing today. 1 Purgatrio never came up, and then 1, I can't pronounce this, I'm not going to try. Do you know how to say this card's name?
Can you pronounce that card? There you go.
Well, yeah, this card only came up once to beat over a Dragoon. It was actually really cool. I summoned a Healthy Fibrex to bait out the Dragoon negate, because if he didn't, I was going to go Selene and access attack over it. And then I got to follow up with Alistair, get this, and then win the game. So that was really cool. And then the Needle Fiber package. This is just like you summon anything in Veiler or any tuner, and then you summon Veiler out, summon this, summon that. And this came up quite a few times. Next, we got just like generic extra deck cards that I liked. The IP and the Unicorn gives you a negate no matter what 2 monsters you have, which is kind of cool. So you can put like your big Eldlich engraved to be able to recycle, or you can make it with 2 traps. Like you can do anything with it. And then Appaloosa I didn't actually make, but this card is neat to be in there. You can summon it off IP, you can like hard summon it, it just negates. And then this card was like fucking insane. I summoned this dude 2 or 3 times.
It gets a mirror.
Yeah, the mirror, it wins the mirror. If they don't strike it, you win. And then last card I didn't make, but I wish I did, Pleiades. This card's like bonkers. I really like Pleiades when it resolves. You can put like your traps back after you summon them so that you can keep using them without having to banish and run out of gas. And it's a trap in and of itself. The card's just really nice. But it didn't come up. And then the side deck is like, I'm actually really, really happy with this side deck. By the way, this whole deck put together in like 15 minutes. So the fact that this side deck is so beautiful, I love. 2 Inspector Border, 2 Judgment. These are my only going first side deck cards. Oh shit. And I would take out this, and then both of these, and then depending on the matchup, either a copy of Alice, or no, when I was going first for sure, it was these 4 would come out. It might seem weird siding out an Alistair, but you're putting in 2 normal summons, so it felt right to take 1 out. Then my deck has 7 normal summons, which is like more than enough. And these cards are for grind games, but going first and hoping to draw these, you're not going to grind. You're just going to blow them out. And this, I just didn't agree with playing 2 today, so it came out every single time. And then for going second cards, the 3rd Bell, the 3 Hunter, and 2 Nibiru. This is for the Drytron deck. I think this also overlaps for the Drytron deck. And then these are for Tri-Brigade. And then this card was actually decent in the mirror match. They can punch over it with their Eldlich, but if they didn't summon it by its own effect, they crash, and that puts their guy in grave so you can hawk it. No, I had the choice to play Lancia. I ran this card.
That card's worse?
No, Hunter, to me, is better against Tri-Brigade specifically, because they commit to the Ferrigi, and then you drop this, and you get to fix your hand. Because you get to discard the Conquistadors or the Halks or the Eldlich or whatever you have too many of.
Don't listen to him.
No, Locals is main deck in a chalice.
Zade, what place you come in?
And first,
What do you get?
4?
Yeah, there you go.
That's 3 below, I think.
How did this card?
But
How did that card do for you?
Oh yeah, this card was insane. I resolved it against the Tri-Brigade matchup and it was really good, and then I resolved it against the mirror match and it was alright. But and then the 3rd Bell is, to me, this card's insane. I feel like I always have 3 in the mainer side because it stops Revolt. That card's obnoxious. It stops Schism. That card's obnoxious. And next, I think all I have left is going second for back row decks, which is 2 Twin, 2 Cosmic, and a Pank. And I felt like these were like all perfect because in most matchups I'm siding in like 3 to 5 cards, and like I said right here, I've got these 3 are what I guarantee take out first or second. This I take out going first, and going second, depending on the matchup, you can take out, like you asked earlier if 3 of this was correct, you can take out 1 of the 2, whichever one is worse in the matchup, to be your 4th card you're taking out. And then if like a hand trap is bad in a certain matchup, you can take them out, or if torrential or a strike are bad in a matchup. And so playing like a bunch of 2-ofs aside from this made it really easy to side in and out. Like I didn't really have to hinder my engine too much, and I had the perfect deck like every time it felt like.
One quick thing. What do you, did you not have access to Dragoon?
I don't. Did I have access to Dragoon or no? You were playing yours in Dark Magician, but I was
definitely using mine.
I wouldn't play it anyways. I like decks that draw good cards every time, and those make you play bad cards. I don't want to have to tribute summon Dark Magician.
And what's your channel?
Zade Slater, just my name.
Yeah, thanks for the profile.
Thank you.